Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Midnight Truckin' 85. I am coming to you live today from a little experience yet again on the road dealing with lease trucks. Lease trucks meaning by lease by your primary rental truck area. Penske, Riders, Budget. But I have a Ryder truck. Let me not deter from the conversation. When you get your trucks, check them out. If there's any concerns as a driver that you have, especially if you've been doing this for quite some time, bring it to their attention. Now, my truck went in for a PM. They did everything they're supposed to do with that wise. Some months ago, I told them, listen, I want brand new driveline tires. They said, sure, no problem. I get the truck. They're not brand new. They're recaps. Recaps are by far the worst type of tire you can ever have on your truck. You don't know the expectancy of the life of the tire. The tires they put on were no better than the tires they took off. They looked like they were dry rotted. They had some cracks in them. And I brought this to their attention, and they said, no, those are new tires. I was like, okay. Because there's no arguing with some of these people. It's pointless. You're going to waste your breath, and they're still not going to even get to you the tires that you want or whatever you want done. So 5 months. I've been working for this company 5 months with a Ryder truck. Within 5 months, I have had 3 blowouts, including last night. 3 in 5 months. Now I have 3 brand new truck tires on my drivelines, and yet I guess they wait till they all blow out before they replace them. It's laziness. It's people not wanting to do their jobs, and it causes me money because now I've lost time. I should have been at my location that I was getting to early this morning, but I'm not. I'm going to get there later this evening. So if you work for a company and you check your truck out and you notice that certain things are not to your liking, or you have a concern about something that you're going to be operating, you bring it to their attention. You do not have to be forced to operate the truck. They cannot force you to drive it. They cannot force you to operate it if there is a safety concern. You bring it to their attention. If they don't do nothing about it, you tell them, hey, I'm not going to drive this truck until this matter is fixed. It is your responsibility as a driver to make sure your truck is in operating condition. Now, I know there will be people saying, because I've said it myself, I got to get this load done. I got to get this money. This money is important. I got bills to pay. I got a family to take care of. That's kind of like a responsibility as what most drivers out here do. They work. They have families. They provide for their families. It's what we do. This is the career we chose because we have a passion for it. We've been doing it. We used to, when you're a kid, you used to look in the yellow pages towards the T section of the book and, look at all the trucks. At least I did as a kid. I knew this is what I wanted to do ever since I was young. So this is what I am. I am a trucker. But there are some things that are out of your control, and you kind of just have to go with it. But sometimes you got to sit back and really think, is it worth it? Is me driving a truck with bad tires worth the money they're going to pay me? And as usual, we get paid per mile, 49 cents, 42 cents, however. You work for a better company that gives you more money, hey, all the best to you on that. But, sometimes you got to settle for what you settle with. The company I work for is a hazmat company. We haul cleaning products and supplies. Some of it's corrosive, some of it's flammable, some of it's organic peroxides, which are an oxidizer and a flammable. So tire blowing out for me is quite detrimental to me because locations want their products on time. Locations don't want to hear excuses of why you're not there on time. They want the products when they order them. They expect them to be there when the sales rep gives them a date and time. And, that's what you have to go by. That's why this job, this career has a lot of demand on the body and on the mind, because you're pushing and pushing and pushing. And ever since the implementing of e-logs, now you're pushing even more hard. You're pushing it harder, you're pushing it faster, you're trying to get to that location within the approximate time that this thing gives you, which you're allowed 11 hours of driving, but what they don't tell you, if you don't really know, you got to take a 30-minute break, which I think is retarded. You know when you need to stop, you know when you need to go to the bathroom, you know when you need to eat. So why have a 30-minute break time required? You know, it is what it is. But check your trucks, check your tires. Don't be forced into something that you don't feel safe doing, and don't feel pressurized to have to get these things done and drive an unsafe truck to do it. Because the only thing you're hurting, the only person you're hurting is you or somebody else if something happens. Now I know I seem like I'm rambling on, but there's so much to touch base with company drivers. Oh, and look at that, my truck just went into a regen mode. I hate these new trucks. These trucks, I will take a 1999 Peterbilt over one of these 2015, 2016 trucks any day. It's just, it is annoying with the amount of systems and this EPA that tries to regulate pollutions and pollutants from the diesel engines. Funny thing is though, and I'm touching base on a lot of different things right now, the funny thing is, there are more truck fires today. In 2018, there have been more truck fires due to this DEF system and this particulate filter which runs through the exhaust that produces so much heat. And I mean, it produces heat. Like if it's a cold day, all you got to do is stand beside your truck and you'll warm up. It's that hot. This system is faulty. You're worrying about emissions, but yet if a truck catches fire, how much pollutants is it putting up in the air? Not only that, if a driver is hauling hazmat like I do, and my truck catches fire, and I can't break it away from the trailer in time, then what? Now you got a flammable substance that can be ignited. You have an oxidizer, which is not flammable, it just makes everything else burn hotter and much, much faster. You have corrosive material, which can eat away through metals and eventually cause fire because everything has a flash point. Why run these systems? I would really like to know if somebody can leave me a comment and explain it to me in further detail why these systems are so important to the EPA due to pollutants and toxins they're putting up in the air. I understand we have to save the environment, greenhouse gases, so on and so forth. But yet, look at how much more problems you're causing because of this implemented system on trucks to reduce emissions. Now you got a good running truck and it keeps on running long and it keeps on running well. Hey, congratulations, you got one of the lucky ones. But there is so many other truck drivers and so many other trucks out there that end up having breakdowns on a consistent basis. Ignition problems, exhaust issues, engine issues. It's just a repetitive cycle of nonsense. I mean, really, what are you going to do? We don't get paid per hour. We don't get paid per day. We get paid per mile. So these wheels got to stay moving. They got to stay rolling. They got to stay continuously going and going and going. So what happens when they don't? You end up making $0. So, I mean, it is what it is. I am not going to let this video run longer than 10 minutes because I can go on for days about this stuff. It's just repetitive. But break it down to a quick assessment of the reason why I made the video. Check your truck. Check your tires. Most importantly, check your tires. Check your brakes. Check everything that keeps you safe on the road and keeps the drivers around you safe as well. For the guy who's going to be tailgating you in the back, hey, he knows the rules. Don't tailgate a truck. Tire blows up, rips underneath the truck, goes through their windshield. Whose fault is that? Their own. So they can sit there in the hospital thinking, why was I tailgating that truck? Nothing we can do about that. But, you know, Stay safe out there. Keep the wheels turning. Keep making money and enjoy what you're doing. It's a passion. It's a lifestyle. And it's fun when you look at the bright side of it. Take care. Please leave me a comment. Subscribe. I'll try to make more videos. I'm new with this whole thing. And if you guys got any advice or you need any advice, by all means, please leave a comment below. And I will gladly answer them. And I will gladly check them out all the time. Until the next time, stay safe.